Let me see. Thank you. Okay, so Alan found the list that Tivy made, and Tivy says he hasn't updated in a while. And then he says he has a video suggestion that he wants to see. And I remember you mentioning this. It would keep with the review theme of the stream too. You're right. You're right. I'll take a look here. Take a look here. And I'll pin your list too, because there was some good stuff on there. Let's see. Oh yeah. It's not too. I thought this was going to be much longer. Because you post so much during the periods where you were posting a bunch of these. You would just like it would be a full evening of him just posting hundreds of fucking users that he found. This is only like I don't know. It's like 20 or something, a little less than that. It's a good number, not too many, it's manageable. It's manageable, but there's the first one here is the one that you mentioned that you wanted to see. And yeah, I remember you mentioning this. This sounded interesting, and it does fit with the review nature. We looked at some mentally deficient reviews, and this is a video. This is an interesting one. This one's from 11 years ago. It's from Artyom76, and it's got 9,000 views. And this is from back in the day when this would have been relevant, I guess. Or closer to it, anyway. I think this game was, what, 2010 or something, I think. Left 4 Dead 2 sucks. And, yeah, it's from, I guess, I mean, it was back in closer to the Left 4 Dead era, at least. I mean, I think it was like 2010 or so, around there, when 2 came out. Man, time sure flies. Anyways, so this is 2012. Alright, well, it was alright. Geez, it might have already been a few years old at that point. I don't remember. I mean, I never really played the game, but I feel like 2010 is probably the year. But we'll watch some of this. We'll watch at least a bit of this. I've never played this, so I don't know how true any of these complaints will be.
What's up, everyone? This is iBoy414, and today I'm going to be reviewing Left 4 Dead 2. Now, fortunately, I don't actually own Left 4 Dead 2. However, I have played it before, and I've just started playing Left 4 Dead 1 again, and I thought, do you know what? I've never actually done a review on either. So
do you like the first one, but not the second one?
The Left 4 Deads. I've done several videos on annoying...
Aren't they both the same, basically? Like, the second one has different characters, I guess, and maybe different maps, but aren't they, like, basic... I don't know, maybe that's not his complaint. I don't know.
Players of Left 4 Dead 1, but I've never actually done a review on Left 4 Dead 2, so this is what this video is basically going to be. So how it's going to work, this is not live commentary, this is added later over a randomly recorded Left 4 Dead game, so yeah, I'm just going to head straight into this. I've just started playing Left 4 Dead 1 again on my PC, and I'm playing it under my own tactics now. I don't fucking listen or take shit from anyone on that game. My new tactics for Left 4 Dead 1, which have basically been my tactics throughout.
So he's just talking about like how he plays the games or whatever? Okay, dude.
But now I'm really fucking hitting hard with them.
Skibbity don't give a shit.
My rule number 1 is never heal anyone with a med pack, never anybody. The only time...
Never heal anyone. Oh, you sound like a fucking treat to have on a team.
I will do anything as far as health is maybe give someone on my friends list pills who is black and white.
Wait, are you... Wait, is that racist? No, that's not racist. That's gotta be like a game thing, black and white. I don't know what that means. Why are you such a cunt? I don't understand. Why would you even mention this in your review? Just like start off your... Now listen everybody, I want to get into the discussion about FF7 Rebirth here, but firstly, I will be spoiling all of it. Fuck you all. This is Sephiroth kills Dumbledore. Just like, why would you start off with your review with a vaguely related thing about how you're a dick? You're just kind of a dick. Like, okay, I guess Playing with you sounds fucking miserable. Alright.
That is the only time I will do anything in terms of health. Rule 2 for me is keep fucking moving. Do not stop for anyone. One thing in that game that really pisses me off is when people just don't move forwards. It's fucking a linear game. Just move fucking forwards.
Is it linear? I thought it was like fighting zombies over and over again.
Everything's gonna be fine.
Speaking of zombies, mark off Yakuza on your bear bashing bingo. Because I was playing Dead Souls, the PS3 game. It's a real shame that the emulator kept crashing. Because it turns out that game is alright. It's kind of bad, but it's alright. It's the alright kind of bad. It reminds me of Dirge of Cerberus, actually. It's like one of those PS2 games that's like it's like a third-person shooter, but the camera's terrible, and the controls are terrible, and the lock-on is terrible, and the levels are terrible. And I know I'm making a great excuse. I'm making a great case for it, but you should play, if you have a PS3, you should play Yakuza Dead Souls. It's pretty cool. It's absolutely terrible. I love it. It's great. I wish the emulator wasn't crashing.
Free, first in the safe room, first out the safe room. Because if you're playing with a group of random people, if you need health and you don't get the safe room fast enough, someone's going to steal your mate.
Okay, so it is a linear game, I guess, Left 4 Dead. I'm not familiar with the game. I mean, I guess, okay, it's linear. I don't know if that's a really, like, is it a viable strategy in a game like this? Just, like, I don't know why. I'm still stun-locked on why he started his review with, so I never heal people, I'm a terrible teammate. Anyways, I don't understand why he started with that. I don't get that. Like, because I don't know, I'm trying to think, like, okay, if it's a linear game, maybe that's the reason. I guess he keeps moving, so he can't stop and heal people. He has to keep moving to the objective. I mean, I guess it's important to have someone on a team that's like that, probably. That's probably a person that would be useful to have, but I don't know, you never play, you never do anything to help your fucking, never? Really? Alright.
Every fucking time. So, first in, first out for me. Never deviate from my tactics. If someone wants to do something their way, let them do it, they're gonna die. My tactics have never failed me in the last 700 hours of playing that game. And never expect anyone to help. If I'm running in a room...
Wow, this is a really cynical... This is again what I mean when I say, like, just a person who is, like, mentally deficient, like somebody who has problems. You just seem like a really miserable person. You never help anyone, you never expect to be helped by anyone. It's a dog-eat-dog world out there, people. We are fighting for our lives in Left 4 Dead 2.
If I'm fighting a tank, if I'm shooting something, it's all me. There ain't no fucking teammates when I'm playing. It's just me, nobody else. Because fuck that game, no one's there to support you on it. I basically solo play games with 3 other people.
Wow, you are horrible. What an awful person to have on a team. Jeez, I bet he doesn't do I bet he doesn't do voice chat either. Everybody else is probably on voice chat, and he's just the one cunt who's just like, where is he going? What the fuck? We're all trying to coordinate. He's trying to, like, power game on his own time, probably at the detriment of everybody else.
On the team. It's just how it fucking
team
works.
Game!
But anyway, this video is not about Left 4 Dead 1, this is about Left 4 Dead 2. Now, I haven't played the game on PC, I played it on Xbox, and...
Oh, that's probably part of your problem.
Straight off the bat, the graphics for it on Xbox look...
That's probably part of your problem.
Fucking terrible. I'm not even kidding, I played it on an Xbox, it looked...
So guys, I was playing this game the other day on hardware from 2005, and you wouldn't believe what happened.
Fucking shoddy, like... The draw distance, I guess on PC, on my PC at least, the draw distance is about 500 meters. You know, you can see quite easily 500 meters. On that game, on Xbox, it was about 100.
How do you know how many meters you can see? That seems like, I don't think I believe you. I don't think I believe you. How do you... What do you mean 500 meters? What is that? Like, translate that into, like a city, like you're on a street corner and you're like, okay, you see down there that 4th set of lights? You know, something like that. Because what the fuck? I don't think I believe that you know specifically how many yards it was or meters or whatever the fuck.
It was fucking terrible. You know, I couldn't see zombies running at me until like the last 50 meters, and they'll be like, oh shit, there's zombies there, fucking.
So I can't tell from the gameplay. I've not played this game. But, like, I mean, it doesn't look like he's necessarily that good at it. I mean, I don't think he's dying, but, like, I don't know. He's got, like, a party member that's dead. I guess he didn't want to help them. It's every man for himself, I guess. I mean, it is a zombie apocalypse, so, I can't say that's a wrong mindset to play this game with, but it just seems like it reveals something about this person's character. Potentially. It feels like that's maybe not due to... It feels like they're not doing that because it's a ruthless survival game where every man has to fight for himself. And more just because this guy's, like, depressed and miserable and probably unpleasant.
Left 4 Dead 1, you could see for miles. That fucking game had some good graphics. Not Left 4 Dead 2, especially on the Xbox, are fucking terrible. I mean, even in the menus, the whole, like, navigating through menus, the drawing looked like it had been done by a 10-year-old. They look really fucking bad. And that really pissed me off. When I was playing it, I played it...
Are the menus especially bad on Xbox, maybe? I'm remembering the fucking Xbox port of it was the 360 port of Witcher 2. That was probably the Xbox 360 pushing as hard as it could. I mean, there were games that looked better. Like, I guess maybe GTA 5 was, like, a bit more of a push, even. Fucking Halo 4, but, like, just as a port. The Witcher 2 trying to work on an Xbox 360 was a charming display. They really tried. They really tried.
Co-op with someone on an Xbox, and I was just constantly, the whole way through, it was just like, the graphics suck, because they fucking do. But anyway. My first problem with Left 4 Dead 2 are the characters. This definitely...
Okay, so maybe he likes the characters more in the first game? I guess that's fair, sure.
...definitely stands out for me. For starters, they're not believable. Like, in Left 4 Dead 1, you had a biker, an army veteran, a college girl, and an office worker. You know, just...
Okay, what's believable about... It's a zombie game, dude. You know, I mean, like, there's the argument when people are all turn their brain off and they're like, it's a magical laser sword movie, just shut up, none of the story matters. You know, like, okay, that's going a little far, but I mean, it's a zombie game. None of this is exactly realistic. Is he gonna make an argument that the college girl and the office worker made more sense than, like, I don't know who's in this game, but I feel like that's not necessarily... I don't understand. I don't...
4 different people.
I do not comprehend.
Completely different walks of life, brought together in a survival situation. And it was believable. You know, you're not going to have the ideal team in a zombie survival. And this was certainly not the ideal team. Like, there was group conflicts, you know...
So the other players are all retards?
Sponsors and Bill would always sort of be arguing. It was a believable situation.
Why does he play a multiplayer game if he's like, I don't... This is what I'm like. Okay, you can play a multiplayer game, and maybe your strategy is just running ahead and focusing on the objective. Don't help the teammates. Okay, sure. You play it in, like, a lone wolf way, but you're playing a multiplayer... This guy seems like he doesn't even like multiplayer games. I mean, like, he's like, another player joins and he just calls him a retard, just instantly. Like, I don't know, man. You just play a single player. I don't know. This game has, like, a bot mode or something. Just play that. I'd fucking hell.
Left 4 Dead 2, it was just 4 hillbillies. That was it. There was no variety at all. Like... One was a coach. I've no idea, like a sports coach. I've no idea what Rochelle was. I've no idea what.
Okay, but you mentioned that one of the 2 of them in the first game are a college girl and an office worker. At least the sports coach is able to fucking, like, have athletics as, like, a, you know, that makes sense. Okay, that's like the big black guy, right? Isn't that's the coach in 2, I think. I mean, like, At least I mean, okay, I guess from what I've seen of him, I think he's kind of out of shape, so maybe not, but at least there's some training there, you know, he's got that Harry Dubois kind of past.
Ellis or the fucking kid was. I don't even know the kid's fucking name. But
wait, did he say something racist? What did he say that was racist? I must have missed the racism. He mentioned that they're all hillbillies. I think there's only one hillbilly according to chat, though. It's like there's just the one Ellis, I think.
It was just 4 hillbillies. That was it. You know, there was no believability at all. Also, in Left 4 Dead 1, they were all of different age groups. Like, Bill was, say, 50 to 60, like a veteran. Francis was maybe in his late 30s, early.
Yeah, it is very strange. I like this review because this is essentially somebody... I mean, like... Okay, I don't know much about these games, but I know that they're very similar to one another. It's not like the difference between Final Fantasy VII and FF7 Remake or Rebirth, where it's like, you know, they've changed some things and the combat's different and yada yada. No, these are like almost the same game. It's like the same basic gameplay, and that's the focus, and everything else is kind of just like set dressing, and like I guess the maps might be worse in 2. I don't know, maybe, but it's like more or less the same game. It's not like a huge difference, I don't think.
The 40s.
Yeah, even FF7 and 8 are a bigger jump.
Mid-30s, maybe, like sort of middle of a job type thing, and Zoe was like her early 20s. Fucking Left 4 Dead 2, they were all the exact same age. Like, easily within 10 years of each other. Sorry, my voice is fucked.
This is your complaint? The characters are too homogeneously aged, I guess? Alright. That is a very strange thing to be upset about, but I guess maybe that's true. Sure, alright.
But that really pissed me off, how all the characters were exactly the same. Like, I specifically played Bill in Left 4 Dead 1 because I like that character. In Left 4 Dead 2, it wouldn't fucking bother me which character I play because they're all exactly the same. There is no difference at all. Okay, one other problem with...
Is there any difference? I mean, like, mechanically, I don't think... Do each of the characters have any, like, special ability? Because I don't think so. This isn't, like, a hero shooter. This isn't, like, Overwatch. I think they're all just, like, different, you know, skins, basically. So, I mean, they literally don't do anything different, do they?
The players I have, you have 2
no
black
difference, no.
players out of 4.
Uh-oh.
That's 50% of all characters are black.
How could they have done this? How could they have done this? There's too many blacks. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck are you doing? Valve, what the fuck is wrong with you? You know, this is why you're not going to get a 5 out of 5 on my Google review, because there's too much talk about your color. Too many ugly women. And gayness. I mean one of those zombies might have been gay. Like, come on, dude. Come on.
That is total bullshit. In any fucking film and game, you do not see 50% of all characters black and 50% of all characters white. That...
yeah, no, I mean... Yeah, you do just kind of get right into it, huh? Yeah, I guess I like this text, by the way. It's not even noob achievement, it's noob achievement. Maybe it's noob achieve me NT, like the Mega Man NT cartoon, maybe? I don't know. Yeah, I guess this is the hypothetical super racist gamer who just, like, hates having any representation in media. You hear a lot about this type of person. Most of the time, that's overblown, but yeah, I guess we found him. There's too many there's just too many blacks in this guy's video game. I guess that's the main reason he hates it. I guess. I think he's probably too much of a bitch to say it, but that's probably one of the main reasons that he doesn't like the game.
Has never ever happened in a fucking film or game before. Why the fuck is it in Left 4 Dead 2? Okay? Like, Left 4 Dead 1, There was one black guy, and it was fine, right? You know, amazing. You know, you have your one token black guy. Fair enough. You don't need fucking two, and that especially.
You don't need two. We had the token one. You don't need two. Ugh. Stinky. Ew. Poopy. Ew. No, thank you. None of that for me, thanks.
If it's gonna make 50% of all the players black, that's just stupid. Like, you either have the majority black or the majority white, not 50-50.
Why is this Listen, if I wanted to play as black people, I would play the 50-cent game. What the fuck is this?
Makes no goddamn sense. Alright, that really... it sounds racist, because it is.
It sounds racist, because it is! Well, alright, I mean, hey, at least he said that much. You know, it's called Left 4 Dead, not Left 36 Chambers, okay? That's all I'm saying.
But it's true. Name me a film where exactly 50% of all the characters were white and the other half were all black. Name me a goddamn film where that happens.
Why is that a problem,
so why
though?
the fuck did they put it in Left 4 Dead 2? Were they going for a Guinness World Record? Is that what it was? Were they going for a world record on something?
It's always nice when I get to be like, you know, when I get to be left-wing dork. Because increasingly these days the left are, I don't know, there's more things where they just keep taking L's. Every, like, week this year there's been another thing where it's like, oh wow, now it's lolly horse porn, huh? Now we're defending that, huh? Oh boy. I know it's not everybody, but it's like, man, it's not looking great. It's not looking great, you know? And yet, but it's great though, because I get to see this and it's just literally a guy complaining that they have too much representation in a video game. And I get to swoop in like a good boy who is not cancelable. And I get to say, listen up, chud, right-wing chud, racist. That's no good. That's no good. Listen, the bridge is over there. You're not even on the bridge. Save the racism, gamer. Just save it. Just save it.
Fuck. Okay, number 2 for
Yeah, we need it sounds racist because it is. That might be a good sound. That's a very potential soundboard candidate, yes.
with Left 4 Dead 2. The specials. This
Stand
fucking
down, chud!
infuriates me. Like, they had 3 specials in the first one, and they were perfect. You know, they were all individually made, they all did different things, and they were quite a challenge, whichever one you were going up against. Now, in Left 4 Dead 2, instead of having new specials, you just have the ability to get health from chicken buckets. Alright, now never mind. New ones, and taking away the 3 old ones, which would have been fine. All they did was add 3 extra ones, and it fucked the idea of the specials completely. Like, they should only have added...
Yeah, RE5 must have been a real problem for them.
Either the spitter, because that was the only one that did anything different to the other 2, or they should have just taken away the smoker, the hunter, and the boomer, and just added the charger, the jockey, and the spitter. You know, either...
Okay, now we're getting... Okay, we're past the racism. This is a big W for this video. I don't know if there's anything else funny that happens. We're getting into, like, the technical details of this fucking game now. Tivy, is it worth continuing on this? Because you got more stuff on your list there. Is there more here? Or should we maybe move on? Because does it get more racist or funny in other ways? I don't know.
Have the old 3 or the new 3. Not both in one game. That's fucking
Maybe you would like
ridiculous.
RE5, actually.
And the thing that pissed me off, like, what does the charger do? Oh, he removes
we'll keep watching
one
a bit more.
player from the team, takes him away, starts doing damage to him. Oh, that's funny. The smoker does the exact same thing. What is it the jockey does? Jumps on an enemy and does individual damage to them. Oh, that's funny. The hunter does the exact same thing. Why do you need 2?
Okay, so I don't know what he's... Oh.
The exact same thing.
Are there
the only
zombies
2
in
that
there
were
with them?
individual
There
were the
are,
boomer
I guess.
and the
They're
spitter.
coming in through the...
Okay, they were very similar, but instead of the...
Are you in a good spot right now, sir? It kind of... I guess the door is right there, but are you just about to get fucking burned alive in this fire of your own making?
Spitter actually... Sorry.
No, I guess
Instead of the boomer
not.
doing damage, it just attracted zombies to you. The spitter actually did damage. That's why that should have been the only one that got added new, or just had.
Okay, all right. Yeah, so he's just kind of complaining that there's new features. Maybe they're not the best new features, but like, I don't know. Does it really ruin? Does it really ruin it that much, though? Really? I mean, okay.
The 3 new ones and taken out the.
I love a review like this, dude. This is what I mean when I'm like mentally deficient, because it's like it's not even just I don't like the game. It's not just the game is not my kind of thing. I find the writing cringe. I'm racist and I don't like that there's black people in it. Whatever the reason. Well, okay, that is kind of mentally deficient too, but it's specifically the overall of like just this game, which is like a huge undertaking. A lot of people worked on it, and like, I don't know. I mean, in this case, it is kind of just like a rehash of Left 4 Dead 1 a little bit, but even still, it's like a lot of effort goes in, and then it's just this sort of reductive, this sucks! They changed this! I hate it! It's terrible! 1 out of 10! 0 out of 10! I'd give it a 0 if I could. I can only give it a 1, though. I'm giving it a 1 out of 10! It's terrible! They missed the point entirely! Like, just... Man.
3 old ones. Not put both on top of each other. That's fucking ridiculous. And sometimes in the first game, you have like all 3 specials attack you at once. Are you telling me that in Left 4 Dead 2, they're going to have 6 specials coming at you at once? No, that's goddamn ridiculous. And especially like...
Well, maybe they do. I don't know. Did you get that far? I didn't. I don't know. I don't think I've ever played this game. So, I mean, maybe they do.
Even if they did randomize it, so 3 random specials could attack you at once, there's a big percentage that...
Look at you look at this great team play. Look at this team play you're seeing here, everybody. You see how... So, like, this guy's also not super close, but these two are right next to each other. You know, back up like it's a team video game. This guy, why doesn't he just literally just play it offline? I mean, even just with bots, it would be fine. What are the players at? The other players aren't even adding anything to this, right? Like, wouldn't it be more Epic Gamer for you if you just played it with bots?
Big percentage that 2 of them are going to be doing the exact same thing. For example,
they're not here. Okay. Well, I don't know. Maybe there's more to this. We could come back to this at another time. But I think I'm going to move along. It's getting very technical into this game I've never played. We're through over the hills and far away through the racism. So I think that's fine. We'll move along to, let's see. What do you got on the list here?